Chapter 5, 2 stars. Increase your combat strength. _ global killing. Awaken the SSS talent at the start. As soon as the voice fell, the sound of footsteps became faster. Qin Feng was surprised. Listen to what they mean. It means that you have missed the giant rat. The 5 of them came in their own direction. It turned out that the other party was a group of 7. Before that, they encountered 2 rodent beasts. After a scuffle between the 2 sides, a giant rat was seriously injured. Liu and Zhou Cheng died on the spot, and 5 others were injured. As soon as they saw that something was wrong, the 5 men retreated while fighting, and finally took advantage of the terrain and resourcefulness to kill the giant rat they were chasing. Now they returned to kill the seriously injured rat. Seeing that the situation was not good, Qin Feng hurriedly got into the grass and sneaked away. He doesn't want to conflict with each other, because it's not necessary. Besides, he took advantage of others. With the talent of speed, Qin Feng is extremely flexible and very fast. With the help of enhanced sense of smell, he was asked to predict some routes in advance. In a moment, he sneaked away from the scene. It wasn't long before there was a roar behind him. Who picked up our leak? Son of a bitch. Fucking bastards. In the distance, Qin Feng heard those roars and some wanted to laugh. He is not a good man. What's more, in this bloody world full of killing, kindness will only kill you. Making every effort to seize resources will always be the main theme of the whole world. Here, get stronger or die. Qin Feng ignored the people and continued to look for the body. A quarter of an hour later, by virtue of his strong sense of smell, he found the body of a bloody rabbit. After endless extraction, he got 2 points of power attribute, which made him feel good for a while. Then he continued to look for the body. In this way, in this novice plane, more than 200 teams are struggling to encircle and kill all kinds of level 1 beasts. Qin Feng does nothing but look for bodies and extract attributes everywhere, which is very pleasant. In the twinkling of an eye, 3 hours passed. He found more than a dozen dead animals one after another. There are bloody-toothed rabbits, rodent giant rats, prairie gray wolves, raging wild boars, highly poisonous 9-ring snakes. He also found a rule. He can only extract each level 1 beast 3 times endlessly. You can get 2 attribute points at a time. The 4th extraction has no effect. After this search, the novice plain blood-tooth rabbit, the rodent giant rat, the prairie gray wolf, and the raging wild boar were all extracted by him 3 times, and there was no need to continue the search. He only met the highly poisonous 9-ring snake once. In addition, 7 more humans died during this period. He only found 1 body from which he got an F-level talent visual enhancement, which can also be regarded as a harvest. At the moment, in a bush, Qin Feng called up his personal information to check his progress. Name, Qin Feng. Level 1, 30/100. Strength, 20. Agile, 21. Physique, 18. Energy, 30. Talent, Endless Extraction, SSS level. Superpower Enhancement, D level. Speed Enhancement, Grade E. Olfactory Enhancement, Grade F. Visual Enhancement, Level F. Skills, none. Combat Strength Assessment, 2 stars. Haha! The Combat Strength Assessment has finally reached 2 stars. After reading the data, Qin Feng was overjoyed. It's just a combat assessment. If he has a variety of talents, his comprehensive strength can definitely reach the limit of 3 stars, or even 4 stars. With his current strength, he can fight a level 1 monster alone. Chapter 6 Lingua. Surprise Discovery. _ global killing. Awaken the SSS talent at the start. After the excitement, Qin Feng closed the property panel. Just then, a breeze blew, and there was a fishy breath in the air. Why? It's the smell of a highly poisonous 9-ring snake. Qin Feng sniffed the air and glowed in his eyes. Immediately, he dived in the direction of the smell. For more than 3 hours, others have been working hard to kill ferocious animals. He wandered around, basically figuring out the condition of the novice plane. There are only 5 first-class beasts in this great plain, namely the blood-tooth rabbit, the rodent giant rat, the prairie gray wolf, the raging wild boar, and the highly poisonous 9-ringed snake. The first 4 beasts mean nothing to him, leaving only the highly poisonous 9-ringed snake, which can be extracted twice. It's just that there are so few highly poisonous 9-ringed snakes that he misses and pursues them. Now that he has found traces of highly poisonous 9-ringed snake, how could he miss it? At the moment he dived carefully. The breeze is slow and the smell is fluttering. The closer Qin Feng got to that direction, the stronger the smell of fishy scent, which was interspersed with a peculiar fruit aroma. Strange. Why is it fruity? Qin Feng was curious and accelerated the speed of stealth. Soon he was in a grove and the smell became stronger. He knew the target was close. At the moment he was a cat with a waist, hiding his figure through the low bushes. In a world full of crises, he must always be careful. After walking about tens of meters, he finally saw the target through the cracks in the bushes. Under a big tree ahead, a 5-meter-long boa constrictor is coiling its body. His body has 9 red rings, which is particularly eye-catching. It is a highly poisonous 9-ringed snake. Qin Feng took a deep breath and was a little excited. By killing the snake, he can extract some energy attributes again. The highly poisonous 9-ringed snake is the strongest level 1 beast in the novice plane. It is also the only level 1 beast that can provide energy attributes. During this period of time, Qin Feng found that the attribute of energy is the most difficult to obtain. The harder it is to get, the more precious it is. Why? The belly of this snake. Suddenly, he found that the snake had a huge belly and seemed to have swallowed something. This makes it look a little dull when it is on the ground. In addition, he also found that there was a small dirt bag behind the giant snake. Beside that dirt bag, there is a half-foot-high spiritual grass. The grass has 7 fan-shaped green leaves, with a red fruit on the top, the size of a ping-pong ball. The strange fruit aroma he smelled before was emitted by the red fruit. At the moment, the serpent is sitting in front of the fruit, as if guarding it. This red fruit should be a treasure. Otherwise, the serpent would not have guarded it like this. It seems that I'm going to be rich this time. Seeing Lingua, Qin Feng's eyes glowed with excitement. He was moved. At the moment, with double knives in hand, he dived towards the serpent. Soon, he dived nearby, only 5 meters away from the serpent. But just then, the serpent suddenly turned its head, and its upright eyes looked in his direction. It unexpectedly found Qin Feng. At the sight of exposure, Qin Feng was no longer hiding, but pounced on the serpent directly. Come on. There was a broken sound in the air, pulling out a residual shadow. Under the bonus of speed talent, his speed is faster than that of the prairie gray wolf. Chapter 6 Lingua. Surprise discovery. Global killing. Awaken the SSS talent at the start. It needs to be faster. Hiss! The serpent was shocked and threw its head forward. Qin Feng made a mistake and easily avoided the bite of the giant snake. The original speed of the serpent is not as fast as Qin Feng. Now it has a huge belly and is even more dull. Qin Feng suddenly came close to his body, raised his knife and fell, and the cold light flashed. Cut snap! Hoo! There was a sound of scales cracking. It is also mixed with the sound of cutting meat. The incomparably hard snake scales were chopped into more than a dozen pieces by Qin Feng. Hiss! The serpent was in sharp pain, and the snake turned its head in an instant and opened its mouth to bite. Chapter 6 Spiritual Fruit. Surprise discovery. Global killing. Awakening SSS level talent at the beginning. The man's body was tried endlessly. He also didn't know if he could still extract it under such circumstances. Wang. A moment later, white light lit up. Endless extraction success. Obtained F-level talent for the 2nd time visual enhancement. Qin Feng was delighted that he could extract it. 2 talents are automatically stacked and strengthened. Your visual talent has been promoted to E-level talent visual transcendence. Visual hyperization. Vision is enhanced by 20 times and night vision capabilities. Talent evolution has been successful, and the talent skill Eye of Truth is automatically awakened. Eye of Truth. active skill, you can see the essence of things. Haha! It can still be like this. Qin Feng was overjoyed. He didn't expect that an F-level talent would have such a big change. It turned out that he had F-level visual enhancement. The corpse's talent was also F-level visual enhancement. After successful extraction again, his visual talents will be superimposed and strengthened, and thus evolve into an E-level visual transcendence. Endless extraction is really awesome. In fact, everyone's talent can be upgraded and evolved, but the conditions are extremely harsh, the difficulty is extremely great, and there are also level limits. Qin Feng's talent evolution is obviously different. As long as he extracted the same talent a few times, there would be a certain chance of evolution. This made it much easier for his talent to evolve than others. In addition, after the talent ability evolves successfully, there is a certain chance that the talent skill will be awakened. This probability is very low. But just now, after Qin Feng's visual talent evolved, he successfully awakened his talent skill Eye of Truth. This was also the first skill Qin Feng mastered. At this moment, he suppressed the excitement in his heart and looked at the red spiritual fruit in front of him. The Eye of Truth was instantly activated, and a light screen popped up in his eyes. Name: Red Python Fruit. Grade: Level 1 Spiritual Fruit. Efficacy: non-toxic. After eating, it can enhance your physique and improve your anti-poison ability. The Eye of Truth is really good. The details of the spiritual fruit could be discerned at once. Qin Feng looked overjoyed. With this skill, he can distinguish many unknown things. This is an advantage in grabbing resources. Speaking of which, this red python fruit is also a treasure. Can actually strengthen one's physique. The weakest thing about him now is his physique, and this fruit is just a good way to use it. Thinking of this, he walked towards the spiritual fruit happily. Chapter 7 Reinforcement. The combat strength will rise again. Global killing. Awaken the SSS talent at the start. As soon as he approached the red python, Qin Feng smelled a refreshing fragrance. He picked it without hesitation, took a bite, and immediately melted in the mouth, sweet and delicious. It tastes good. After a few mouthfuls, he finished the whole fruit. Soon, lingua entered his stomach and turned into a warm current, which flowed all over his body, making him hot all over his body. His physique is also rapidly strengthening. It took a while for those energies to fully integrate into his body. Eating red python is finished, you get 8 physique attributes. Eating red python fruit is complete, and your antivirus ability is 100%. Shit. Unexpectedly improved the physique by 8 points, but also increased the ability of antivirus. This red python is so awesome. Qin Feng looked surprised. By the way, is this spirit grass still useful? He couldn't help looking at the red python again. After picking the spiritual fruit, the red python grass has withered, and 7 fan-shaped green leaves curl slightly. The Eye of True Vision starts again. Name: Red Python Grass. Introduction. Spiritual herbs, 1 leaf a year, 7 leaves pregnant in 7 years, and then 7 years give birth to a red fruit, called red python fruit. Characteristics. After the red python is picked, the grass will wither automatically until it fester a few days later, and there is no breeding value. Hey, this kind of spiritual grass is really stubborn. There is only one spiritual fruit in life, and when it is picked, it will die. Then the red python cannot be cultivated artificially. Strange. How did the red python between heaven and earth come out? By the way, it must have absorbed the essence of heaven and earth and was born from heaven and earth. In this way, this kind of spiritual fruit is extremely rare. Qin Feng's eyes lit up and seemed to have figured something out. Since this spiritual grass is born by absorbing the essence of heaven and earth, will it still have essence before it completely withered and died? As soon as his heart moved, he reached out and stroked the grass. A moment later, there was a white light in the palm of his hand. The spirit grass withered rapidly at a speed visible to the naked eye, shrank into black withered grass in only a few seconds, drooped and died completely. Qin Feng turned his palm, but there was a small mass of emerald green spirit liquid in the palm, emitting a faint fragrance. Endless extraction success. You have extracted the spirit grass essence from the red python grass. Ling Chao essence. This essence absorbs the spiritual power of heaven and earth and can improve some physique after taking it. Hey, it really works. Qin Feng was overjoyed, opened his mouth and swallowed the essence of the grass in his palm. The entrance of the essence is full of the fragrance of grass. After a moment, the essence will be turned into a trace of energy, integrated into the body, especially comfortable. After eating the essence of Ling Chao, you have gained 2 physique attributes. Congratulations on reaching the 2-star limit of your combat strength assessment. Hey, the combat strength has reached the limit of 2 stars. Qin Feng was ecstatic. At the moment, he can't wait to open the properties panel. Name, Qin Feng. Level 1, 70/100. Strength, 20. Power craze. Level D. Agile, 21. Speed enhancement. Level E. Physique, 28. 100% antivirus. No talent for the time being. Energy, 32. Visual hypertrophy. Grade E. Olfactory enhancement. Grade F. Natural talent. Endless extraction. SSS level. Skills. Chapter 7 Strengthening. Fighting power will increase again. Global killing. Awakening SSS level talent at the beginning. Eye of Truth. Combat power evaluation. 2-star limit. After reading the data, Qin Feng was overjoyed. At the same time, he also discovered that his attribute panel had undergone some changes. It can be seen from this that people's talents are divided into several major types. The basics are strength, agility, physique, and energy. Others should belong to the special category like his endless extraction. Today, he has 3 of the 4 basic talents and abilities, except for the physique category. However, his physique has an extra 100% anti-poison, which others don't have. What made him even more happy was that his combat strength evaluation had reached the 2-star limit, just a little away from reaching 3 stars. If he adds various talents and abilities, his strength can definitely reach 4 stars, or even reach the 4-star limit. Now, if he was asked to take on 3 or 4 level 1 ferocious beasts alone, he dared to try it. Not bad. The harvest this time is very good. Find another body of a highly toxic 9-ringed snake, and I can leave the novice plane and look for new fierce beasts. Qin Feng murmured in his heart, picked up the steel knife, and prepared to leave. This is... At this moment, he discovered some messy footprints not far away. He quickly walked over and found that, in addition to footprints, there were also traces of the giant snake sliding, crushing the bushes along the way. His heart moved, and he followed those traces and followed them. A quarter of an hour later, he followed the traces and arrived near a depression. He could hear some fighting sounds from afar. Qin Feng's heart moved, and he bent his back and used the cover of the bushes to quietly sneak in the direction of the fight. Soon he arrived near the scene of the fight and stopped. Then he quietly leaned in the bushes and looked through the gaps in the bushes to the scene. At this glance, his face revealed joy. He saw 7 humans attacking a highly toxic 9-ringed snake in the field. He has another snake body to extract. Chapter 8 Stealthily Rejoicing. You can win over the steps. Global killing. Awaken the SSS talent at the start. After rejoicing, Qin Feng looked at the situation in the field again. The human side has obviously occupied the wind. So it's him. Soon, Qin Feng's eyes were attracted by a young man in the crowd. He was a young man in his 20s, with thick eyebrows, big eyes, and heroic appearance. Qin Feng knew that his name was Lei Chu, and he was awakened by a D-class talent lightning manipulation. Only 17 D-level talents have been awakened in the novice village, one of which is Wang Chong, but Wang Chong fell a long time ago, and now there are only 16 left. This Lei Chu is one of the 16 people, who can be said to be a popular figure in the novice village, and is sought after by many newcomers. What's more, the lightning manipulation of Lei Chu's awakening is a stronger ability in Class D talent, and there are more people chasing him. This time, he formed a team of 8 people and went out of the novice village. Now there are only 7 people left. Qin Feng was curious and looked in the direction of their fight. There was a blue electric light in the palm of Lei Chua's palm and hit it directly on the body of a giant snake. The serpent was immediately hit with a thrill, paralyzed all over, could not move for a long time, and lost some momentum. With this single blow, Jiuichu hurt it a lot. Just then, the other 6 rushed, and 6 novice knives slashed at the body of the giant snake. Bang! 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 A crackling dull sound. Chopping scales sparks burst out, all over the white spots. The scale defense of the serpent is so strong that no one can cut through its defense. But the attack of the people also made the serpent feel pain. As soon as his paralysis disappeared, he turned angrily to attack the 6 men. At this time, however, Lei Chu released another flash of lightning. Click! The serpent was hit, paralyzed, and stopped in place for a while. The crowd took advantage of the opportunity to disperse. After a moment, the paralysis disappeared. The serpent was furious and turned his head again and pounced on Lei Chu. Among these humans, only the boy in front can do fatal damage to it. It must tear up the humans in front of it. Hiss! 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 He held his head high, spit out the snake letter, and rushed to Jiuichu. Jiuichu turned and ran away. It turned out that he had not been able to release lightning continuously, with an interval of more than 10 seconds each time. Seeing this, the other 6 rushed over and slashed at the serpent's back until sparks were splashed and the scales burst away. The serpent is in pain, turning back again to attack those who attack from behind. At this time, however, Lei Chu struck down the giant snake with another thunder, paralyzing her on the spot. In this way, the 7 men took Jiuichu as the main attack, while the other 6 restrained them from the side, so that the serpent lost its temper and its momentum kept falling, and it was only a matter of time before he was killed. Seeing this, Qin Feng's heart moved, and the eye of true vision scanned away to the serpent. Ferocious beast. Highly poisonous 9-ring snake. Grade Level 1. Combat Strength Assessment. Samsung. Characteristics. Brutal, bloodthirsty, highly toxic. Explosion rate %. Why? This is the explosion rate. After reading the data, Qin Feng's eyes showed surprise. It is suggested that there is an explosion rate, indicating that the hunting of beasts will reveal some items. This is a very useful information. Only the explosion rate is only 1/1000, which is a little low. Just then, a change took place in the field. I only saw an electric light split down. Chapter 8 Stealthily Rejoicing. You can win over the steps. _global killing. Awaken the SSS talent at the start. The highly poisonous 9-ring snake gave a terrible hiss and fell limp to the ground, and everyone rushed to the ground and slashed wildly. The serpent twitched a few times, and the whole body glowed with dazzling white light. The next second, the white light turned into 7 rays of laughter and poured into everyone's body. The white light that poured into Lei Chua's body was the biggest. A moment later, the sound of joy sounded in the court. Ha ha! I got 5 points of energy. I only got 3 points of energy. Grass. Why I only got a little bit of energy. What the hell is it? Is my contribution so low? Is it the right distribution? Xiao Li, stop complaining. These energy distributions are distributed by the Tao of Heaven according to our respective contributions. Absolutely fair. Hey, it seems that I am too lame. In the distance, when Qin Feng saw here, there was a burst of enlightenment in his heart. It turns out that this is how the team distributes energy. We will work together and distribute them according to the degree of contribution. This is heaven's pity for human beings, and it also encourages human beings to cooperate together. It's just that in this way, it takes 7 people to share the 40 points of energy of a giant snake, and each person doesn't get much. Some people only get 1 point of energy, which is very pitiful. Even the strongest Jiuichu would not be able to get the 2000 hours energy. Qin Feng alone can kill a snake and enjoy 40 points of energy alone. Only in this way did he know how happy he was. Just then, Lei Jie suddenly lit up a dazzling white light, which startled the whole audience. Qin Feng also froze, wondering what happened to this guy. Why is the whole body glowing suddenly? For a moment, the white light dimmed, and Jiuqiu opened her eyes with joy. Boss Lei, why did you glow all over just now? Yes, what a surprise. Boss Lei, are you all right? People showed concern one after another. Lei Chu smiled and said, It's all right. I just upgraded. As soon as these words fell, the whole audience exclaimed, Wow! Boss Lei has been promoted to level 2. Tut tut. Boss Lei, you are too good. Yes, my progress is only level 1, 17/100, which is still a long way from level 2. At this moment, everyone looked at Lei Chu with awe and envy. Qin Feng also had some accidents in the bushes. A few hours later, he finally met a level 2 human. I don't know how much will be improved from level 1 to level 2. Looking at the confident look of Lei Chu, she should have improved a lot. By the way, he can visit. As soon as this thought moved, he opened his eyes to Jiuqiu. Race, human. Grade, level 2. Strength, 20. Agile, 22. Physique, 19. Energy, 21. Talent, skills. Combat strength assessment, 2 stars. Well, is this the level 2 data? Qin Feng was slightly stupefied. The 4-dimensional index of these 2 levels is unexpectedly not as good as his level 1. It seems that he is better than a level 2 human, if not upgraded. Jiuqiu's combat strength, coupled with her talent, her comprehensive strength barely reached the threshold of 3 stars. This kind of strength let him fight one-on-one level 1 beast will only lose more, win less 50-50 at the most. And Qin Feng's combat strength evaluation is a 2-star limit. In many talent bonus, the comprehensive strength is comparable to 4 stars, or even 4-star limit. In other words, he can easily beat 3 or 4 Lei Chu. What's more, he is now only level 1, 1 level lower than Lei Chu. At the thought of this, Qin Feng felt a burst of delight. Chapter 9 Shock. Those who walk alone are strong. Global killing. Awaken the SSS talent at the start. At this time, in the crowd ahead, a middle-aged man got excited. Very good. Boss Ray has upgraded. Then it will be easier for us to avenge Qin Jun. Lao Wang, what happened to Qin Jun? Hey, the thing is, Qin Jun and I explored the way together. As soon as we arrived in the grove, we came across 2 highly poisonous 9-ring snakes. As soon as we saw that the situation was not good, we turned and ran away. What a pity! Qin Jun was slow and was chased by one of the giant snakes and swallowed. I was awakened by the gift of speed, and when I was faster, I led another snake to escape here. Fortunately, you also came here, which killed this giant snake. Hey, this place is it's really terrible. Speaking of which, the middle-aged man looked scared. Jiuqiu listened silently, looking serious. In the past few hours, he has established absolute prestige in this newcomer group and is respected as the boss by the whole group. Even if the middle-aged man is 10 years older than he is, he still has to call him Big Lei. Let's go. Let's go and avenge Qin Jun. Lao Wang, you lead the way. Lei Chu said something faintly. Boss Lei, come with me. Lao Wang hurriedly led the way. At the moment, a group of people came to Qin Feng's hiding place. Eavesdropping here, Qin Feng also figured out one thing. He killed that highly poisonous 9-ring snake before, and the one who devoured it should be what Lao Wang called Qin Jun. Just then, Lei Chu and her party approached. Qin Feng hurriedly held his breath, buried himself in the bushes and hid carefully. He wanted to wait for these people to leave before picking up the body of the serpent. But when a group of people passed Qin Feng's hideout, a beautiful girl in blue jeans seemed to find something, suddenly turned her head and looked at Qin Feng's hideout. Who? The beautiful girl's name is Lu Yen. At this time, she is staring at the bushes in front of her with a watchful face. Turns out that she is a gifted listener. Less than 10 meters apart, she heard the heartbeat of Qin Feng. At first glance, she surprised everyone and looked at Qin Feng's hiding place one after another. Who is it? Come out. Everyone was on the alert. In this crisis-ridden world, lives can be lost at any time, and no one dares to be careless. In the bushes, Qin Feng sighed helplessly and got up resentfully. But he's not worried at all. Even if the 7 of Lei Chu joined hands, they were no match for him. It's you. Lu Yen looked at Qin Feng unexpectedly and seemed to know Qin Feng. Qin Feng was slightly stupefied. He doesn't seem to know this woman. Lu Yen, do you know him? Lao Wang asked casually. Lu Yen was stupefied and immediately thought of something, and her pretty face blushed slightly. She doesn't know Qin Feng, but there are everyone's avatars and names on the chat channel. There are 1,000 people in this novice village. Most of them have crooked melons and split dates, and only a few handsome ones. Qin Feng is one of them. Lu Yen can also be regarded as a member of the Appearance Association, so she paid attention to it and naturally remembered Qin Feng. It's just that she didn't expect to meet Qin Feng here. But she can never say that it is because Qin Feng is handsome that she remembers this person. Well, I saw his profile picture on the chat channel, so. Chapter 9 Shock. Those who walk alone are strong. _global killing. Awaken the SSS talent at the start. To remember him. This man's name is Qin Feng. Lu Yen pretended to be calm. Then she looked at Qin Feng. Qin Feng, why are you here? Just passing by. Qin Feng said something faintly. Lu Yen sighed. This wild is very dangerous. You wander around alone. It is easy to have an accident. Not long ago, one of our teammates had an accident. At this point, she seemed to think of something and turned to look at Lei Chu. Boss Lei, why don't you let Qin Feng come with us? He's out there alone. It's pathetic and dangerous. Lao Wang agreed. Boss Lei, something has happened to Chenjun. We are one man short. Or let Qin Feng join in, just to replenish the combat strength. Hearing this, Lei Chu nodded slightly. There is a big gap between the strength of human beings and ferocious beasts in the early days. Humans of the same level are not opponents of ferocious beasts, and it is an inevitable trend to cooperate with each other. All kinds of forces, big and small, will certainly be born in the future. If he wants to expand his influence, he must set up his own power and let more people come to him. Thinking about this, Lei Chu looked at Qin Feng. Qin Feng, show your attributes and talents. As long as it's not too bad, I'll take you. Jui Chu said something faintly, in a somewhat high tone. Hearing this, Lu Yen immediately looked delighted. Qin Feng, release your personal information quickly, and let Boss Lei have a look. Lao Wang also said, Qin Feng, our Boss Lei is a level 2 strong man. You're lucky to be on a team with us. As soon as these words came out, everyone smiled. In their view, as long as Qin Feng hears that Lei Chu is already a level 2 strong person, she will certainly join them. But do not want to. Qin Feng faint mouth. No, I like a person. Leaving this sentence behind, he turned and left. This time, everyone froze. Shit, did they hear that right? This guy turned down the kindness of Boss Lei. Doesn't he know that Lei Boss is not only a level 2 strong, but also has a strong D-level talent? For a moment, people's minds were a little confused. Jui Chu also froze. He looked at the back of Qin Feng, a little annoyed. Let's go. Don't force it. Leaving this sentence behind, he took the lead and left. Everyone followed, but muttered constantly, saying that it was difficult to understand Qin Feng's behavior. Hey, this guy is so... Lu Yen looked at the back of Qin Feng, stamped her foot angrily and left with the others. It wasn't long before Lei Chu and her party left. Seeing this, Qin Feng returned quietly. He doesn't want to team up with these people, which will not only expose his cards, but also slow him down. Soon, he went to the snake carcass and began to extract. Endless extraction success. Get 2 energy attributes. The energy has increased again. Qin Feng was delighted. In this way, the level 1 beasts of the novice plane were all extracted by him, and there was no need to stay anymore. At the moment, he went to the end of the novice plane, and he was going to look for new beasts. Not long after Qin Feng left, on the other side, there was a cry of surprise from Lei Chu and others. Right now, in that grove, When Lei Chu and others saw the giant snake that had been cut open by Qin Feng, they were shocked on the spot. The scene floated,